say every village keeps its secrets, but Deerhurst never let hers die. Beyond the ancient church, beyond the last cottage, where the mist clings to the earth long after dawn, stands a house that should no longer exist. Deerhurst Manor. For centuries it has stood in silence, empty, forgotten, waiting. No one remembers who first heard the little girl crying, only that each generation heard her too. Never screaming, never calling for help, only weeping. Sometimes a warm golden light shines behind the broken windows, too soft to be fire, too alive to be moonlight, too wrong to be anything living. Those who have followed it have all said the same thing. The light always seems just one room farther away, and from that room a child laughs. Tiny feet on the stairs in the dark of the night, little hands on the door when you turn off the light. First a giggle in the walls, then a breath by your ear. A child's laugh in the dark is the sound that you fear. When the mirror starts to smile before you know why, when the shadow on the ceiling looks much too high. If you hear a little whisper, soft, sweet and mean, it's the girl from Deerhurst Manor, where the world wears thin. The old people of Deerhurst no longer tell ghost stories. They tell warnings. Never follow the music, never trust the mirrors. And if a voice whispers your name, pretend you never heard it. Because sometimes it isn't a whisper at all. Sometimes it is a giggle that skips down the corridor. Sometimes it is a high, sharp scream that ends in a happy sigh. The Victorians came believing they could explain the impossible. They arrived with lanterns, cameras, and journals. They left with silence. Their writing spoke of empty corridors filled with footsteps, of reflections that smiled before they did, of voices that knew memories no stranger should ever know. Again and again, they described the same child, waiting, watching, smiling, as though she had known them long before they arrived. Tiny feet on the stairs in the dark of the night, little hands on the door when you turn off the light. First a giggle in the walls, then a breath by your ear. A child's laugh in the dark is the sound that you fear. When the mirror starts to smile before you know why, when the shadow on the ceiling looks much too high. If you hear a little whisper, soft, sweet and mean, it's the girl from Deerhurst Manor, where the world wears thin. Some called the manor haunted, others called it cursed. Neither was true. Hauntings belong to the dead, curses belong to the living. The manor belonged to neither. Some whispered it stood where the world had grown thin. Others believed it sheltered those whose hearts had become too heavy for this life alone. No one agreed on what lived inside, only that no one ever returned unchanged, because the house does not lure the happy. It waits for the grieving, for the forgotten, for those who lie awake, believing the world listens patiently until the silence inside them becomes louder than hope. Then, for the first time, they hear the whisper, and under it a little giggle, a delighted breath, a rising, shrill, childish scream that never quite ends. Tiny feet on the stairs in the dark of the night. Little hands on the door when you turn off the light. First a giggle in the walls, then a breath by your ear. A child's laugh in the dark is the sound that you fear. And the mirror starts to smile before you know why. When the shadow on the ceiling looks much too high. If you hear a little whisper, soft, sweet and mean, it's the girl from Deerhurst Manor, where the world wears thin. Not from the walls, not from the mirrors, but from somewhere deep within themselves. Come home, stay a while, your world forgets you. We never will.